I'm back, baby.
Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. So this is the Golden Week game board, and this is very important and easy to handle, and I'm going to explain some stuff that if you don't know it, you'll understand this easier. If you do know this and how to use it, etc., I can possibly increase your efficiency so that you can score faster and get your rewards done quicker. So as you can see, 3x3 like a tic-tac-toe board. Now, key things is that what happens is that you're randomly going to be given challenges, and there's a lot of different ones. You know, I spent yesterday helping people like my son and my friends on this. So there's all different ones that happen. One of the ones that comes up, though, that can be a kind of a stumbling block is the do 8 platoon missions. It's a stumbling block if you don't have anyone on to do platoons with, or you can't join, whatever. You can find people in a platoon or who have set up a match for a platoon if you want. And let me show you how to do that. So on the Xbox here, I'm going to hit this glowing button, the Xbox button, and go over here. Where is this? Looking for group. So you go looking for group, and here's what randomly shows up. These are different ones, and they tell you mic optional, mic required, blah, blah, blah. These are guys that have a game set up that, hey, you want to join, fill in the blank gamer, whatever it is, there you go. That's how you find a platoon if you need a platoon. Free reroll. So if you get something that you're not good at or you don't want to do, like there's one that comes up, damage 45 guys. Okay, not really that difficult, but it seems like an oppressive number. Oh my God, I got to shoot 45 guys. Well, just shoot 45 guys in whatever is convenient. I saw that and I said, well, I'm going to use artillery, because in artillery I have a giant wide view and I can shoot whoever I want. Okay, that's just a helpful hint. Now the other one, I'm doing this in Cold War because it just goes faster. Okay, the games tend to end 4 minutes or less on average. And some will go longer, some will go shorter, whatever. So co-op, a lot easier than multiplayer. Multiplayer games are going to take longer. Okay, that's really just the bottom line. You're not going to win every multiplayer game either. So do that, whatever. As you can see, there's 3 different markers for the board. There's the, let me see, let me get my, I can't, well, you can't see it there, but you have essentially this kind of shield looking thing. You have the diamond over the V, and then the other one is this, triangle over a V that's blue. And I earned, 2 different ones here to put these on the board. And so I have, if you look to the right of that, in between the gray boxes on the right of the screen, you'll see the 3 vertical stack, the yellow, and blue. Well, I don't have any of those available. So the next one I will earn is a blue one, and that'll be the last blue one available. So I'll put that blue one, here. That's where that one would go. The next time I, complete this challenge, which is earn 16,000 experience. Now, the thing to do with 16,000 experience is daily double. So do a daily double tank, get your, win. When you get your win, boom, go select a different tank to get daily double. It'll go a lot faster than if you just play the same tank over and over again. Both will work fine. Whatever floats your boat. If you'd rather play the same tank 4 or 5 games in a row, by all means, or maybe 8 games, that's fine. If you want to play 3 or 4 different tanks, you can do that. So that's very helpful. Now, one of the things I did was I had one that was going to finish off, and I was going to make this video, and then I was having a hard time getting my stuff ready. I was like, I had to wait. So while I was waiting, I played a match. Well, the match I played was a monster, and this is the key. The one that I had was for, what was it? I don't remember. Actually, I think it was, it was Tank XP. So it was earn Tank XP, which I earned, and it was a monster game. Let me show you the result of this game. This is the monster game that I randomly uncorked for the first game of the day. And as you can see, it was a 10-kill monstrosity. 2,200 damage in my Tier 3 Sexton. Because of the 81% silver bonus on this tank as a premium, I got 150,000 almost silver in one match in a Tier 3 artillery. Commander points, 18,600 plus. That was fantastic. Let's go check out the daily double bonus. In the second column, you see it says Tank XP. Well, Tank XP for that match, 2,000. The Tank XP bonus was over 3,000. Then you have the premium, whatever that was, another 1,000, and then the other premium is 1,800, and then 750. As you can see at the very bottom, it was 8,564. Oh yes, baby! It cleaned out. It cleaned out the entire leftovers that I had on that 16,000 XP earned. And so boom, it was done. I think I did like 2 matches, and then this one was the one I played like the third match. To complete the setup. So this was an example of using daily doubles to get your Tank XP requirement done if that's what you got. So let's go back to the game board. Okay, go back to game board. So that's the deal. So in this case, as you see for myself, now I have no troubles doing this 16,000 XP because I know that I need to use daily doubles, because now I can't guarantee you that you're going to have a game like that one I had. I can't guarantee you that I'm going to have a game like the one I had. But they do happen. And then they happen. That one happened for me because my number one expertise in this game is, I tell people, I am a super ace artillery. And that was just let me play an artillery game, I'll get a good score, right? Well, it was a little bit better than good, okay? It's a random occurrence where if you're a great sniper, you're going to have a great sniper game every once in a while that's, above and beyond what normal people would score. And that's what happened for me in artillery in that game, just randomly. It was like, oh, boom, I killed 10 guys, 2,300 damage. It was awesome. Now, it's not close to an ace badge, because the ace badge numbers are like, with 10 kills, you got to be around 3,000 damage. So with 2,400 damage, you're going to have to kill 12, 13 guys. There's a combination of kills on one hand and then damage on the other. And that combination is what gets you your ace, first class, or second class badges. It's hard because all the good players of artillery have sextons, and they all score in sextons all the time. There you go. So that's what happened. Okay, so now let me show you something else that will help you in this game mode. If you saw my video of how to make silver and commander points, this is the tank that I recommended. Well, turns out in this mode, it's also a monster. This tank is a great all-around tank. It'll do high damage. It'll do high tank XP on daily double. It'll do high shot blocking, and it will do high assistance damage. That's 4 different things it's good at. So if you have this EE tank, and this was a Stage 100 tank from a couple of seasons ago, great. If you don't have this tank, here's another one that's going to be similar. Now let me show you what's so devastating about this tank. On the far right edge, you're going to see in the center of the black box, on the very far right edge, damage per minute of this tank is 7,865 points per minute. It's monster. This is where it gets its reputation as a moneymaker, because the reload is 4.2 seconds for each shot. So every 4.2 seconds you can fire. That's how you score. Now, there is another tank that's really close to this. You know, it's just as fast or a hair faster than this tank. The damage per minute is a little bit less, but it's in the ballpark. Let me show it to you. Here we are. This is the M60AX. Now this is also a tier or Era 3 tank. Let's go check out. Damage per minute 6984. And that's because it has a 4.12 second reload. So if you have this tank, which is an expensive tank, it's a butt kicker. Now, there's other ones that will do great jobs all across Era 2 and Era 3. And the reason I use Era 2 and Era 3 is because you're doing more damage per shot, and damage per shot equals silver. All right? So, you do this in these tanks. These tanks are highly maneuverable. They score well in all facets. And there's going to be different ones in a game board where you want to do spotting damage, or you want to be you got to be the top 3 guys of scoring damage in your tank, or what have you. So if you have any of these kind of tanks that have high damage per minute, two guns can be very helpful in that regard, like an Ignis, for example, or a Forad, or a missile tank where you have a guided missile plus a chain gun. Whatever floats your boat. NBT-70 is another monster, because that one has, well, it has a cannon which shoots regular bullets or 5 rockets, but it also has a chain gun, and it's a premium, and it has a high damage per minute. So there's a lot of opportunities. Those are the things I would look to. Of course, your own skills are going to be very important. If you're great at sniping, well, you can use the sniper. You'll do fine. It's just all in what you prefer to do, because the secret is, if it's something you enjoy doing, you're going to do it longer, and it's going to be easier for you and less of a stress. That's the key. For myself, I recommend these mediums. They're just absolute monsters. And I'm not even a medium expert. I'm just a very good medium player. Okay? Above average. The better you are, the more you're going to score. It's ridiculous. In the EE, you know, I run 200,000 maybe average, or close to 200,000 average. Brownie is a 400,000 plus silver per game with a ×2 silver booster. Okay, he's a monster scorer in that tank. So if you're a better medium player, you're going to score higher. It's just that simple. So hopefully this stuff will help you with your game board. Because if you use the right stuff and think about it, you can finish this game board in 2 to 5 or 6 hours, depending on the luck that you have, your platoon, etc., etc. There's a lot of variables, but scoring is possible. So Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something that's going to help you. Leave us a comment of, what kind of scoring you've had. If you would, that would be fantastic. So I look forward to seeing you guys in another video. And as always, like and subscribe.